It's May 7th, JLD here, and welcome to MSTR Today. In this show, we'll talk about how Bitcoin will hit a $200 trillion market cap. We'll also be talking about the Bitcoin buffet, how New Hampshire is number one. We'll talk about Bitcoin Treasury companies' motives. And I have some epic Michael Saylor video clips, including one from Strategy World itself. This video is not financial advice. Please do comment below. Just comment for support. Let me know that you're watching. Let me know what you're thinking. Hit that like button and let's dive on in. All right. And today's first post from Bitcoin Archive is from Michael Saylor. Bitcoin will reach a 200 trillion market cap. Write it. It's in the books. If you believe what I believe, it is inevitable. Let's hold that patience. Chris has a great post about strategy being the ultimate Bitcoin buffet. It's a platform that satisfies every taste, preference, and appetite for investors seeking passive Bitcoin exposure. Through its diverse suite of financial products, strategy is the premier gateway for both individuals and institutions. And here you have it, the ultimate Bitcoin buffet. I know that I am chowing at this menu of dividends, converts, equity, ETFs, options. I'm chowing down. I mean, I'm almost 100% focused on equity, but I'll be checking out those dividends at some point. So we'll be updating you then. But love this graph from Chris. And then the Strategy Archive has a great post about how investors are drowning in the avalanche of buybacks and dividends from the Magnificent Seven. And this is a quote from Michael Saylor. Hundreds of billions that Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA, they hand back every year because their CFOs literally brag they have no better use for it. That money must find a new home. Our answer was simple. Don't repel capital, attract it. We merged our balance sheet with Bitcoin, turning $500 million software firm that earned $60 million a year into a public vehicle that drew $22 billion in fresh capital last year and another $10 billion just year to date. Why? Investors want exposure to the world's best performing asset inside a regulated stock. Giants surrender cash. We compound it. Want to 10x? Buy Bitcoin. Want to 100x? Buy it with other people's money. Want to 1000x? Yes. Add cheap leverage. And I would actually add cheap intelligent leverage because that's what Michael Saylor is doing. Be the magnet. Let the capital flow to you, Michael Saylor. And the numbers, they just don't lie. The Bitcoin therapist says just in, New Hampshire has approved a Bitcoin strategic reserve, allowing the state to invest up to 5% of total funds. Incredible. In New Hampshire, I am so proud of you. Anybody from New Hampshire, please comment in the comments below, like just that you are excited and proud, because I'm sure that you are. It's a fantastic day. This is the first domino. There will be 50 more. It's only a matter of time. I'm sad to say, being a Mainer, born and raised in the state of Maine, we're so close to New Hampshire geographically, but we're so far away from them when it comes to this that I have nothing but sadness for my home state of Maine that they're just so far behind. So congratulations, New Hampshire. I'm really proud and excited for you. Chris says, updated, my revised ultimate investment thesis guide for strategy following the Q1 earnings call is now live. Spoiler, lots of revisions. It includes a one-page summary, a mind map, a full investment thesis, frequently amplified qualms, curated resource list, and more. You can download it for free at this link, which I will have in the show notes right below. And I am very proud to say that Chris has included me as one of his very few analysts. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 analysts that he recommends and promotes. And MSTR Today is the only daily show that he promotes. And I'm actually the only daily show in the world. So if you appreciate my hard work about being the only daily show in the world, bringing you MSTR video content, roundups, wrap-ups, updates, videos, just comment and say thank you. And I would appreciate that so much because it's a lot of work. Hit that like button. That means a lot as well. But I want to celebrate this right here because this is a big deal for me. And thank you, Chris. Supply Shock says, not all Bitcoin treasury companies' motives are the same. There are those that will accumulate some Bitcoin to strengthen their financial position. Then there are those companies that are true Bitcoin companies which scale in a hurry. So far, only MSTR and Metaplanet are proving themselves. All others are bandwagoners until they prove themselves otherwise. And here we go. Here, the bandwagoners in the house. And I will say that I'm really excited to be a shareholder of MSTR. I have a tiny bag of Metaplanet just to kind of like, say that I'm supporting other Bitcoin treasury companies that are doing it right, but it's just so hard for me to invest anything meaningful into something that doesn't have these four letters, MSTR. It's so hard. James says the period between MSTR front running the S&P 500 and getting into the S&P 500 is going to be wild. You can tell from mainstream media forecasts and write-ups this is not even remotely priced in. Like not even remotely. Like when this happens, when we have a quarter that closes above 97,000, which is where we're at right now with Bitcoin, if this is the price on June 30th, the run up afterwards, I think, and a lot of people think, is going to be insanity. Jeff says, layer 1, Bitcoin on chain. Absolutely. Layer 2, Lightning and Liquid. Layer 3 are Bitcoin treasury company equities like MSTR. And layer 4 are derivatives on layer 3, like your MSTX and MSTUs. Whole lot of volume is happening on the layer 3s, I have to say. This is where my excitement is right here. And it's only getting hotter. All right, I've got some great Michael Saylor video clips coming up, and enjoy.
But yeah, because once you get Bitcoin and it clicks in your mind, your immediate reaction is, oh, I got to hurry and buy as much as I can because someone else is going to go take all my Bitcoin away from me. So like in 2020, when I started buying Bitcoin, I was thinking, oh no, I got to do this in a hurry because someone's going to figure it out and the price is going to 10x. And I better get it before it 10x's. So, I mean, that's a natural reaction when it finally clicks in your head because you're thinking, why wouldn't every billionaire in the world go and buy $1 billion of Bitcoin, smash buy it overnight, and just to make $1 billion? Because why wouldn't they just want to make the $1 billion or 5 billion or 10 billion or any amount of money? I mean, Bitcoin, it feels like in the early days, the infinite money glitch, right?
Well, Keith, like once I understood Bitcoin, I would go to bed with anxiety at night feeling short because I worried that somebody else would figure out what I'd figured out and they would buy it all and I wouldn't be able to buy anymore. And so once you get something and you look out decade or decades, the only issue is, how do I buy more of it?
There are three possible objectives of our capital markets activity. The first and the principal objective is drive up the price of MSTR. Second, outperform BTC. Third, increase the MNAV. And if you think about it, you said, well, which one do you want the most? Well, you want the price of MSTR to be maximized, but the other two are consistent with it. And how are we going to do these things? Well, it's a function of raising capital at a high spread such that we create shareholder value at the fastest possible rate.
And next, I have an awesome clip of Michael Saylor at Strategy World when we get back from thanking our sponsors. Online shopping has never been easier, but this ease is new enough that we remember a time when entering all our credit card info every time we purchased something online was the norm. Luckily, we don't have to do that anymore thanks to Shopify. That's right, that purple Shop Pay button that makes it seamless to purchase online is powered by Shopify. And Shopify doesn't just make it easy to buy, it makes it incredibly easy to start a business no matter your experience. Shopify is the commerce platform behind 10% of all e-commerce in the US, and they make it super easy to get up and running with beautiful, ready-to-go templates and built-in marketing and email tools. Worried about tracking inventory, payments, and analytics? No stress. Shopify helps you manage it all from a single dashboard. And back to that iconic purple Shop Pay button, it's why Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. If you want to see less carts being abandoned, it's time for you to head over to Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/MSTR. Go to shopify.com/MSTR, shopify.com/MSTR. So check it out. I know we're all looking to stack more Bitcoin and MSTR, and to do that, we need more fiat. So let's chat about our sponsor, ShipStation. We all know the market can seem pretty chaotic at times, but if you're in charge of order fulfillment for your business, you already understand chaos. While we might not be able to help calm the chaos in the market, ShipStation is here to help when it comes to shipping and fulfillment. I've used ShipStation to easily automate shipping to customers around the globe. My favorite part about the platform, managing orders in one simple dashboard makes an otherwise massive task feel pretty darn simple. Plus, ShipStation not only integrates with the services and selling channels you already use, it's also the fastest, most affordable way to ship products to your customers. ShipStation hooks you up with discounts up to 88% off UPS, DHL Express, and USPS rates, and up to 90% off FedEx rates. Calm the chaos of order fulfillment with the shipping software that delivers. Switch to ShipStation today. Go to shipstation.com/MSTR to sign up for your free trial, or click the pinned comment below this video. That's shipstation.com/MSTR. And thank you for supporting our sponsors that allow myself and my team to continue to produce these daily videos for you for free. Now back to the show.
I am delighted to get the opportunity today to speak with you about my favorite subject, which is Bitcoin for corporations. Why should your corporation recapitalize on Bitcoin? And leading up to this presentation, I had my team, my talented finance team, working alongside my three devoted AI assistants, do a lot of research in order to explain this topic to you today. So I want to start with the challenge that every company faces. If you've been living in the 21st century, you know that the winners are the digital monopolies. Apple's winning, Meta is winning, Google is winning, Microsoft is winning, Amazon is winning. The more unpleasant part of this observation is that the price that we pay for Amazon to win is 20,000 retailers have to lose. And the price we pay for Apple to win is 20,000 device manufacturers have to lose. And the price that we pay for Google to win is 20,000 journalist organizations, media, newspapers have to lose. And you can see from this chart, the Magnificent Seven are certainly winning. The 500 greatest companies in the world, that is, out of the 400 million companies on the planet, the 500 greatest companies in the world are getting smoked by the Magnificent Seven. They're struggling. And I spent many years in the public market. If a public company can't grow organically 15% a year or more, institutional investors lose interest. The liquidity in the stock dries up, the liquidity in the equity disappears, and then the options disappear. And I remember when it used to be everybody's dream, I can't wait to go public. Start a company and your idea was, if I could just go public, I will have made it. And what I'm saying is going public is just the next step. But what you find is even if you do go public, unless you can keep up with the Magnificent Seven, you're not making it. Another way to look at the world today is in the public markets, most companies in the public market are what I call zombie companies. They don't have much liquidity. They don't have an options market. They can't beat the S&P index. They can't retain earnings. They can't raise capital. They can't take risk. They're trapped in this paradigm where the capital is toxic, volatility is toxic, inflation is toxic. And this is the dilemma that we face. You can actually see it playing out if you look at a list of publicly traded companies over the past 20 years. This is publicly listed companies in the US, and you can see how they've been getting ground down. It's not a chart of success. If I showed you anything in the modern world and the chart went down and to the right, you would say this is failure, or this is a gradual progressive slide to malaise. We're just not creating healthy companies. Now, it's not just public companies. If you take a snapshot of all the companies in the world, there are approximately 400 million companies in the world, small private companies everywhere. There's 400,000 large private companies. There's 40,000 listed companies in the world.
4,000 listed companies on the major exchanges in the US, the NASDAQ, the NICE, 400 seasoned issuers.
And there you have it, another episode of MSTR Today. And my receipt from yesterday's purchase is right here. 0.559 share is what I acquired for my $210 purchase. I bought it $377 as I buy every single trading day of 2025. I'm going to continue. I will never stop. Why? Because it's inevitable. This path that we are on, it is absolutely inevitable. Anybody who knows Bitcoin, anybody who understands strategy, you get it. You know it's inevitable. Every time you hear Michael Saylor speak, Fong Lee speak, every time you just understand what the True North guys are reporting on, you know that this path we are on is inevitable. So please just enjoy the ride, have patience, and remember, like Michael Saylor says, there is no second best.
What's the second best? There is no second best.